Alright, welcome back. Yet another episode with Attila today. We pretty much crazy how short an hour can be. But again, I kind of hate to do all that and not ride them, even though I would tell you most people that if the basics aren't good, there's really no point in riding. But riding's fun. But do it to be safe. Do enough groundwork that you think you're going to be safe. And with experience, with knowledge, don't take chances though. Life's not worth it. Not for any amount of money somebody else is paying you, because you only got one life to live, and once you run out of that, then you ain't gonna make any more money anyways. So stay safe. We worked on this yesterday, getting him good to come up on the fence, and that checks out nice. And we did enough groundwork. I was hoping to get to the sack today. He has not seen the sack. You've probably seen it before on some of the channel, but we didn't get to it now. Again, as I get ready here, I want him to wait. If he's leaving before, we'll just put him back. That's too far away from me. There you go. Good. Now, this fence is a little high, so it's a little awkward to swing my leg over sometimes. So we'll just step on. Again, try to pick my lead up so it doesn't whack him in the flanks. That can always be bad. I've been working a bunch on him backing soft, and that's getting better and better. But when I reach for him, I want him to reach for me there, and he did pretty good there. Now, I'm just going to work on softening him here a little bit, and maybe a little bit of lateral. I don't want to go too far, because last time we did groundwork the other night out in the arena, it was a whole different deal. Again, I want him to yield off of this leg here. Yield off of that leg. Good. So we're going to need to do a bunch of lateral there, because he's not very good at the lateral. Yield off of that leg. There you go. Good. And sometimes people have done enough shoving him off of a rein. I don't want to shove him off. I want him to find that open rein. So we'll do a lot of serpentines here, but we'll do just a little step off that right leg before we come through the left turn. We'll do a little step off this left leg. Keep forward. There. Come lateral. Come lateral. Out here. Yeah, out there. Put a little more energy with it. Those hindquarters need to get better. Step over there. Step over there. There. Good. And a lot of times people are so busy and they hold them straight that the horses never learn to get relaxed and bending and flexible. It's just like us. I need to do those stretching exercises and not run rigid and be braced all the time. Good. We'll transition up. Good. I don't want him ducking in that corner there. I want him rounding and lateral out there a little bit on that turn. Good. Don't get stopped. Don't get stopped. So, there we go. That was a nice lateral. Now, if he starts blowing out, I'm going to open up that rein a little bit. I don't want him fading out there. Or he was fading out to the left. Then we'll transition up again. But I do want him to yield there off this leg. There we go. Yield off that leg. Good. Now make your turn. I want my hands kind of coming in here because he's been worried about a lot of stuff. Like I saw him, they had a hat, and he was worried about it. So my arms, again, if I wanted his foot to step up over here in my hand, I'd like to have my hand here. But if I needed to help him there, I'm going to open that hand. So he shouldn't be worried about my rope and stuff flopping around here. There you go. About me waving to my friends. He was worried about that when we warmed him up. Hello. So, again, we've done enough of that now, at least for today on the ground, to where it's not such a big deal. But when I do, I'm going to have my right rein short. And as we get these hindquarters better, good. And I'd like him just to stay relaxed like that. That's perfect. As we get the hindquarters better, we can get out of trouble better. There, step up there. I like that. I'm just going to stop him here. I don't want to bring the front. Just have him get stopped, so that he doesn't always learn to anticipate. See, that's good that he's thinking about bringing that front, but we want him good about yielding that hindquarters. So when he makes a big change there off that leg, I just as soon quit on that maneuver. So again, I see this, and we did groundwork, and the last couple he regressed a little. And I think a lot of times on these horse sales and these videos is people don't really get to see the warm-up when they're online. And sometimes maybe people took 2 or 3 hours to get that 2-minute video clip that they showed you. And a lot of times when you go work for someone, you get a change, and it's nice, and it finishes nice, and nothing can take that away. But confidence, being confident in that, is knowing that you're prepared for the unthinkable. And just because you got one change doesn't change their life. Sometimes it's a continual struggle. You build habits, you build actions, so that your little actions, when you do them enough, turn into a habit. Off my hand. Don't hang up there. Just leaning. I'll wait till it comes off of that. Leaning, braced. I can feel his jaw muscles bulging out the side of his jaws, trying to push. Smallest change, slightest try. And if he's gonna, again, lean on me here and not give and turn loose, what happens when he's scared and you ask him to come back to you and stop? Well, there's no momentum pushing right now. We're just at a standstill. There we go again. Good. And if he's that bracy at a standstill, how much bracier, come on, move your feet, is if he's scared and running off. So we want the stop good. The stop's pretty good though, but we want him to reach back to us and come back to us mentally. Good. Good. And like I said, that we were already over our time limit, but I wanted to finish. Good. I fix and release. I want him to carry that arc there. Fix and release. Fix and release. I don't want to have to pull his head around the turn. I want him following that float there, because that's where I put him. I want him staying until I change my body. And if his body doesn't change, I'll help him with the reins. And I fix and release. I put him on a line. Come on, got him reach your right front. There you go. Good. And there he's carrying nice. And we'll see if we can settle to a stop. We'll see how he is when we reach for him. So we get a little change and then we leave it alone for a few minutes. And it's kind of like coming back tomorrow. Well, one day that'll check out and I'll do something else and that brace won't be there. It'll believe, it'll trust, and it'll reach for me here. And then that's the beginning of my partnership. There we go, good. I mean, there's lots of beginnings, but when I come out and it's fresh, so now it's kind of a conditioned response. His mind's on it, but when we take his mind away, then sometimes he's got that brace. Good, but that's a good place to quit for today. So, you know, it's amazing how it takes a lifetime to learn to live a lifetime. And just because you get that quick fix, just because you get that quick change doesn't mean you're done. You need to come back to it. It's not a ta-da moment to sell the horse. If you're truly trying to build a partnership, you can have some good moments, but it's that continual trust, and that takes time, takes focus, takes communication and dedication. But trust me, if you put the time in it to get them soft and get them to where they trust you, where all these braces are gone, you can't beat it. When you got this mind of this horse that's so light, he can feel a fly land on him in a windstorm. When that's working for you, man, you can't beat it. But when it's working against you, you don't need it. But working for you, when you guys have that partnership, you can't beat it. Just holding and waiting. He's doing all the pushing. No tricks. There we go. Now, if you'd wanted to teach him to lay down, you could use that some. But again, it's this repetition and it's this constant communication that builds that trust. Just like you guys, some of you I know have watched from the very beginning, and that trust is amazing to me. So, come here. No, it's this way. There you go. Good, our straight line exercise. Out of my bubble. Good. Much more relaxed than the other night. Maybe even a little dull. But compared to how he was jumping around the other night, we like it. I hope you guys liked it too. If you did, maybe click that thumbs up, but I'll give 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up for all you that stayed watching. Thank y'all. God bless.
And enjoy the journey.